Now we are attempting to break the siege again with dozens of boats from 4 different ports, meaning one here in Barcelona, and then we will be joined from a port in Tunisia, in Sicily, and then finally Greece. We will all meet in international waters and bring the humanitarian aid that we carry on all of the dozens of boats and ships to Gaza and break the illegal siege imposed by the Zionist entity.
So, Yasmin, we were talking about that with our guest just now before you came on, about the symbolic nature of what you're doing, because you know and I know, and anyone who's followed the fate of the previous flotillas knows that they will be stopped by the Israeli military before you get to Gaza.
This is not just of symbolic nature. We are really determined to break the siege. And if they do attack us once again, if they do intercept us, kidnap us, and imprison us in the Zionist entity, we will come back even stronger.
What was it like last time? If I'm not mistaken, you were on a previous flotilla. You were already have been arrested by the Israeli military when they intercepted the flotilla. What was that like?
Well, the nature of the Zionist entity, everyone knows, the world knows. It's brutal. It's destructive. I mean, you know, we thought that they would, at some point, maybe try to bomb us because they had bombed us in May. On 2nd of May, we were bombed in Malta. Our big vessel, they dropped 2 bombs from a drone. We did think that at some point they would drop bombs, but this wouldn't make us turn back around, because even before we got to the interception, we were threatened. We received private messages. We received calls, anonymous calls, saying that we should turn back and that they will kill us. But again, our lives are not more worth than the lives of the Palestinians. Of course, we help the world more staying alive, and each one of us wants to stay alive. But we cannot stay silent just because we're scared of certain things that may happen. We should ask the question, though, why would they attack us? We are a purely humanitarian mission. We are moving within the law. The Zionist entity is the one breaching international law. They are the ones disregarding human rights. And if something happens to us, if they were to attack us and you know, do it aggressively, this would be yet another war crime on the long list of the Zionist entity.
Does your crew or does anybody on your team at any point have any contact with Israeli authorities?
Well, we don't. We are not in touch with the Zionist entity because we believe that we have the right to, by law, to bring humanitarian aid to a population that is being starved. We are going into Gaza, and if they think that we would ask them to allow us in, they are mistaken. We are supposed to be protected by all the governments that know that the Zionist entity is committing genocide and breaching international law, by all courts that are there to uphold international law, and by all human rights organizations who are supposed to uphold human rights. And we are demanding safe passage. Another message we're sending to our governments, to our very complicit governments around the world, that they don't represent us, they don't speak on behalf of us, and they don't have the power without its people. And we are the people, and the power lies with us. And we will not stay silent, because silence is complicity. We will not shut our eyes or ears. We are taking action, and they know this. We have some people joining this mission that are known internationally. They are receiving calls, of course. They are trying to scare people.
What kind of calls?
But they know we are determined. They are, well, calls of threats, you know, telling them that they will have to suffer consequences. We are not sure who are making these calls, but we are aware of these calls.